right, let's talk to our man, Mack Hollins. Mack's like, what the hell y'all getting me into?
Man.
What's going on, Mack Hollins? How are you?
I'm doing well. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, man, we're excited to have you. First of all, I got to ask you about the hair, man. Do you still have the locks? How long is the hair now?
It is. It's getting pretty long. It's braided up right now. It's a little past my shoulders.
Yeah, man. So, like, what's the deal? You just letting it go? Did it start with some kind of project, or were you just like, forget it? It's COVID. I'm going to let my hair grow.
I don't know. I think I just had short hair for so long in my life that I was like, I'm just going to start growing it. And I haven't cut it in probably 4 years, 5 years.
4 years.
And now we'll ask you about conditioner. No, we're not going to do that. Hey, man, well, welcome to the Falcons. One of the things we looked at the scouting report, looked at the numbers, is you take pride in your run blocking. And this is a team which loves to run the football. So in addition to catching the football, talk about that part of your game.
Yeah, I think anything I can do to help the team win is what I'm always willing to do. And throughout my time in the league, I've learned how important the run game is to the passing game. And really it's kind of a everybody eats thing. Is if we can run the ball well, it makes everybody else's job catching the ball easier. So if I block a few times, you're telling me I'm going to go get some extra yards, I'll take it every day of the week.
Your time with the Vegas Raiders, 57 passes, 690 yards, 4 touchdowns. Guys were tweeting to us about, some of the catches that you made. I like your size, man. How does that affect corners trying to defend you? I think it was a problem for corners in college when you were at Carolina, and obviously it's been an issue in the NFL for guys.
Yeah, it definitely helps me. I mean, being a bigger guy that can still move and run at a high speed is definitely helpful. Just for any type of, whether it's high balls, whether it's red zone, whether it's balls across the middle, just being able to be seen by the quarterback. It's definitely helped my skill set and helped my game. So hopefully keep that trend of catches and touchdowns and yards going and increasing this year.
If you're just tuning in, guys, it's Mack Hollins, one of our newest Atlanta Falcons. And when we announced we were signing you, Mack, there was a Carolina fan hit Carl up and I with an email and a link to a story that was written by a Carolina website and talked about you being a walk-on for the Tar Heels. So you've always kind of had to prove it, man. Talk about your college time.
Yeah, so walked on at Carolina. Got a scholarship my redshirt sophomore year. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I think it helped me become who I am and form the player I am, and just a lesson in adversity and facing adversity and overcoming it. So,
were the Raiders just a mess, man? I mean, like, what was the deal? I know the car situation at the end of the season was weird. You guys are trying to figure it out offensively. What's been the vibe here, and what do you think since coming to the Falcons and being able to talk to Arthur Smith and the guys that are here? Is there a big difference as to what you're coming from?
I think there's a difference in every coaching staff, every team, which is it's hard to compare apples to apples. But like for me coming here, I'm super excited because Arthur and then TJ and in the receiver room, they're Carolina guys, so they've kind of watched me and I've known of them and known them for years. So to get an opportunity to play with them and kind of all of us mesh is really exciting. So I'm really just thrilled to get the opportunity to really, when things really kick off, OTAs, and then when they really go in training camp to get things going.
It is Mack Hollins with us, guys, on the waitfor.com hotline. In addition to playing for the Raiders, as Carl mentioned, guys got a Super Bowl ring. Caught a pass against us in that playoff game we still complain about up in Philadelphia with the Falcons. Talk about the Super Bowl journey and what was that like playing. We like Coach Peterson, but winning the ring.
Yeah, it was super cool. I mean, it's rookie year. So I won the Super Bowl, and I thought, like, maybe the league's too easy for me. I should write a book, one and done, and just get out of here. Like I don't know why everybody thinks Tom Brady's so dang good. I'm 100% win rate right now. But that didn't work out too well. Haven't sniffed the Super Bowl since. But that's why I came here, to get back to that point and go put some more jewelry on.
Let's hope so. Let's go. Let's hope so. Mack, tell us about your Barefoot lifestyle. What's this all about, man?
Yeah, so I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years. When I have days where I have to go on a plane, is my worst day, so I have to put shoes on. Like right now, it's hard for me to sit still because I have shoes on. But yeah, I've been barefoot for 4 or 5 years, and I just think conceptually it makes so much sense but culturally, I guess it doesn't. Like if everybody were to walk around with mittens on their hands, people would think it's the most insane thing. But then we have shoes on our feet, and people wonder why their feet don't look the way they should, or they're not strong, and why people have ankle and knee problems. It'd be the same thing as if you covered your hands your whole life and then wondered why you had wrist or elbow problems. It all starts from the bottom.
So I want to understand this. It's Mack Hollins, guys, our new wide receiver for the Falcons here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Whenever you possibly can, you're barefoot. The only time you're not is if you're traveling and you gotta absolutely have to have shoes on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like that, and if I'm in the public bathroom, that's the only time I'll have.
Good idea. Good idea.
Other than that, but I was in New York City walking around the streets of New York, which probably is dirtier than the public bathroom. Maybe I should have shoes on, but I was barefoot in New York.
Were people looking at you like you were crazy?
Oh, yeah, they were. But that's another thing I think that kind of come with it is the confidence of not caring what other people think.
Sure.
You just kind of learn, like, everybody is going to judge you about something. People are judging me for not wearing shoes, like as if we were born with shoes on, and I decided to take them off.
Nice. Now, again, I get accused. My wife does like, I'm always naked around the house, but that's too much information. This guy's just not wearing shoes. It's our man.
Yeah, but that's because you're trying to do other things.
I know. Hey, Max is here. Hey, by the way, so are you like a boomerang guy, like the Eddie Murphy character? If you see some bad-looking digits on a girl, is that going to be a major turnoff? Are you a foot guy?
I don't know if I have any fetishes for feet. It's more of just a lifestyle thing. I think it's a lot healthier. But if you have messed up feet, then maybe genetically you're not good. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
All right. I got to ask one. I got to ask one other thing because now I had a lady just hit me up, a lovely lady on social media, and she said, "Okay, that's cool, but how often does he wash his feet?" Now I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, no, I see. That's another reason why I don't understand why people have a problem with me being barefoot, because I'll wash my feet multiple times a day. But then, when's the last time you washed the bottom of your shoe?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, never. It doesn't happen. All right.
So like my feet are much cleaner than the bottom of your shoe. But then people will think it's like, oh, it's so your house must be so dirty. Like all the times you wear your shoes through your house. Wow. That have been through who knows what.
Yeah, we used to. I know I've had friends. I don't know about you, Mac, but the friends that you go over the house and everybody had to take their shoes off, regardless. Right?
I was that friend.
Take your shoes
had
off.
To be off right at the front door.
Yeah, no doubt. Mack Hollins, man, we appreciate you stopping by. I do want to ask you: have you had a chance to kick it with Ritter, talk with Ritter at all?
I have not yet. I'm excited to, for sure, though. Obviously, that's somebody I'm hoping to make a lot of connections with this year.
No doubt. Well, again, there's as we said, a lot of size now in the wide receiver / tight end room. Did you get a chance to see any of Kyle Pitts? Because he's kind of a unique talent too, that kind of like hybrid tight end wide receiver.
Yeah, that in between, it's hard to make decisions to cover him, and I've just watched him, and he's a heck of a player. So I'm excited to be able to work with him.
Well, welcome to the A, man. We appreciate the time today. Looking forward to getting a chance to see you down the road. Mack Hollins, let's go get it.
Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so much.
You got it. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, I mean, I could see, like, if you're in a place like Singapore where everything is immaculately clean, or Tokyo, but New York City, barefoot, wow, that's a commitment.
But he's right. It's a lifestyle. And by the way, I don't know, like, how many people listening do that or believe what he believes. Like, there are a lot of people who say, hey, his shoes, they're not great for you. And, I've had friends, like, with running shoes and stuff that over the years, they're like, oh, I don't know.
I didn't really know it was a lot. When I'm in Naples on the beach, I'm always barefoot.
Well, that's different, though.
The backyard, walking around. But
that's not walking around in Midtown barefoot.
No, then you look like your feet look like you've been kicking rocks all day.
So it's an interesting lifestyle because he said, I do it everywhere except public bathrooms or airports. It's the barefoot lifestyle. That's one of the new guys for our Falcons, Mack Hollins.